Hello, and welcome back with me, Admiral. So, joining me on Star Trek once again, we're going to go through basically just a couple of daily stuff that I would go through since this game is becoming more of a. I log on probably twice a day, and then that's about it. I log on in the morning, I log on at night, and that's literally about it at the moment. There's nothing really that's pulling me into the game that wants me to play it, so I'm just choosing to do the bare minimum. Getting by, doing the battle pass, for example, and then just moving on. Don't really focus on any of the other actual individual quests. Yes, it would help me in the long run, but I really don't want to focus on them because it just bores me. And the game is really boring at the moment for me personally. If you find it not so boring, then obviously let me know why and what you do to combat that boredom. So if you weren't aware, 45.1 patch just dropped as well. Comes with a few fixes in terms of bug fixes. There's a numerous amount of them. There's about 10 of them. And then there's about 6 or so improvements. Some of them are UI improvements. Some of them are holodeck notification improvements, stuff like that. UI improvement is this one up here, for example. You can... Oh, God, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, God. Wow. Well, hopefully I caught that. I'm not entirely sure. It might have been a squeak. But yeah, so this one up here, you can obviously now shrink this to get rid of that. You can shrink the other side, which you could always do. You can shrink the other side. So it just makes basically neatens and tidies up the HUD so that there's less things on the screen without having to go into this, the battle view, basically, which I know we can't do here, but there's a battle view, obviously, that as well, where it gets rid of everything, so you can just focus on the ships or whatever it is you're trying to focus on. Instead of doing that, it just tidies things up a little bit. The downside is it obviously appears with the number that within it, obviously, which can be useful in some regards and also somewhat kind of annoying as well. Go to your. I did not realize we had that actually. Oh, screw it. We'll just get it. Doesn't make a difference. Get it? Okay, boom. Okay, that's all we need for that. We do need to go into research, so let's go and get our research started on the next thing. I think the one I want to work on, it possibly is in the galaxy tree as well. I can't even remember what I just finished. I finished Warp 4 Explorer. That's it. So I'm working on these different warp speeds for different ships, just to help out a little bit more. And then we got pure gas and then pure Explorer parts to do. And these parts ones, we definitely do want to do these as well. So we may as well get started on them as well. So come on then. Let's get started on them. There's no reason why not. So we'll get these started. They will help in the future, for obviously future ships and stuff, and just little bits and bobs. And then the other one's working on, as you can see, shield modification, and we're working on the dry dock once again, getting that up to scratch. We've got a few of. Has anyone else noticed the refinery? We got a bonus refinery. The normal. Well, this is the bonus refinery. It's coming in 7 days. So that's your heads up for that. Has anyone else noticed the refinery? Apparently it's in the game now, the new refinery update. I mean, I only pull one anyway, so it's hardly noticeable for me. But I still get very, very poor pulls. Or I've certainly noticed I'm still getting pretty poor pulls. I mean, 64, that's a better one, certainly. Because apparently you're now meant to be getting 70% more likely chance or whatever it is to get uncommon 3-star stuff, and then to get the higher stuff is like 100% chance to get rares or something as well. It got released the other day. I personally haven't noticed that much of a difference. Sometimes I do get a really good pull, like you've just seen then, like I got 64 gas, for example, and then most of the time I've been getting the ore and the crystal, and well, on all three, to be honest, like what I got on the ore, which is just getting commons, which in my opinion is pretty lacklusterful. Because I don't want commons, I just want 3-star stuff, so that I can future upgrade things and so on and so on. We have God in heaven, my throat. We have been doing the Borg stuff. So we are up to date a little bit with the Borg. We got one more pull to do there, and then we have to do it again as usual. But other than that, we are, like I say, we have been doing minimal sort of stuff throughout the last few weeks until I'll be doing this minimalistic sort of gameplay until basically the game starts to become a little bit more interesting for me personally. And that's the other thing as well. I find it really hard to do content at the moment because I've pretty much covered everything in terms of crew layouts, in terms of ships, in terms of how to do things and what to do and this, that, and the other. And this game is very much dependent on, in terms of content, it's very much dependent on the next best thing, so to say, and what's coming next or what's just been released and stuff like that. And I mean, we've looked at the Mantis, for example, which was obviously a new ship that came out in this patch, or whatever you want to call it, arc. I don't have it. I'm probably not going to get it for a while. Again, don't know where the styling comes from for it, but again, it's just a one-trick pony. It's just like all the other ships in the game, you know, like the Stella, like the Franklin, like the Amalgam, you know, Sarcophagus, which is a terrible ship, but nevertheless, one-trick pony. You know, the Meridian, the Vidar, you know, Discovery. These are all, you know, the Vor, or, you know, even the other one. These are all one-trick ponies. Yes, they can. Some of them be useful in other areas, like the Vidar can be useful. You know, Stella could potentially be useful. But fundamentally, they are one-trick ponies, and they specialize in areas quite intensely, and it just adds more time in the game overall. But yeah, that's been... so what can we do in the event store? Like I say, this is sort of what I do on a day-to-day basis. Just go through things, see what we can do, see what we can't do. See where we can pull stuff. Let's have a little look in here. Don't worry when I pull Devore parts, to be honest. I've been pulling Syndicate XP over the last couple of days just to get me up to the next level, which I now am at the next level, so I won't need to pull that one so much. I can start pulling or saving up potentially to start getting some of these officer shards. You can get Harrison now as well. Again, the usual price for a rare officer, so it's 2,000, which is, you know, okay, I guess. You can get Worf as well, and you can get Burnham also. They're the 3 new ones I believe they've had. Oh, and Data. I don't think they had him either. But the best ones to go in this store, as I've already done a video on them, are these packs, because you do get the most bang for your buck out of these packs. They're just quite expensive, so you do have to save up for, you know, save up for them, and then obviously get the packs. They are the best ones to go for overall. Also, just want to point out, I will be doing a stream tomorrow now, not tonight. So look forward to seeing that stream. It will be on Rome 2 Total War. I've already started the campaign, so I'm not going to start from scratch, but I'm only literally about maybe like 15, maybe 20 turns in. I haven't done much whatsoever into it. I don't even know how many turns. I think it's about 15 to 20 turns. I haven't done much in the game whatsoever, so we'll be starting off from that point onwards. We might do a little brief cap, you know, daily thing on this, and then we'll switch over to the Rome 2 stuff, which we'll do that. This will all be on YouTube, so if you do miss it in the future, you can always find it on the playlist somewhere. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you there tomorrow. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little sort of insight of what I do, what I go through on a daily basis, just what I check, what things sort of go through my mind when I'm trying to go through things. And for example, I need to go and do this Destroy the Machine, which won't take very long. All I'll need to do is just need to swap out for the Amalgam, the Augur, sorry, and then just swap out Chen. I'll head up there and go and do that. It'll probably take me like 2 ships to hit. And then, yeah, I'll be done. So that'll be today's stuff done then, and I probably won't play this now until tomorrow. Personally, because I don't do any of the mining and don't do the dailies at the moment either, which is, you know, a bit of a shame. I'm putting myself behind, but to be honest, it's getting to the point where It's sort of gearing up to the point where, like I say, I'm going to be playing this till at least the end of this year. But if it carries on the way it is, I certainly won't be playing it that extensively or that intensely going into next year. Possibly even leaving the game altogether and moving on to other and better things. But we'll see where we are at the end of the year. Like I said, we've got, 4 months to go. So we'll see where we're at with regards to the end of the year. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Be safe.